guys, welcome back to my channel. Simone here, and Merry Christmas. Welcome to Vlogmas day 25. So I hope that you all are having a wonderful Christmas day. Obviously this is going up at 5 PM on Christmas Day, so maybe by now you have eaten your fair share of chocolates and watched Christmas telly and you just want a little YouTube video now, or maybe you'll watch it later on after Christmas Day. But whenever you watch it, I hope you've had a wonderful day, a lovely Christmas dinner if you've had it already, and just enjoyed yourself. I'm really looking forward to this Christmas. I'm going to be with my boyfriend. We're going to spend a Christmas together and it's going to be really nice. I'm really excited about it, and yeah, cannot wait. Again, I just want to thank you all for an amazing year. I've gained so many friends and wonderful people watching my videos and chatting away to me on Twitter and also on here, and yeah, I've just had a wonderful year, so thank you so much for all your support. Today I'm actually going to do a festive Christmas book tag as it's Christmas Day, and as usual I haven't looked at the questions beforehand because I like to be kind of surprised when it comes to tags. I like to kind of do them as I go. This was originally created by Kate from the channel Girl Reading, one of my favourite channels. I love her. I think she's absolutely amazing, and yeah, I'm really glad to do one of her tags. So then let's get started. So question number 1 is a fictional family that you would like to spend Christmas dinner with. Now, I'm promising myself I'm not going to say Harry Potter answers to these questions because I'm not doing it. I would have said the Weasleys, not gonna lie, but I think I'm actually gonna go with a sort of family that's been made rather than a sort of biological family, and that is the kind of group from Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I'd love to kind of have a Christmas dinner with all of the people in the orphanage with Miss Peregrine, and I just think that would be incredible. It'd be great to see people floating and doing all the fun things and invisible people and whatever. I just think it would be really fun, and I think on Christmas you just want a bit of entertainment, so I feel like that would be a great one. Question number 2 is a bookish item that you would like to receive as a gift. So I'm going to go with firstly a book that I would love to receive this year. This year the only book that I've really asked for, and actually I'm not that bothered if I don't get it, the only book that I've asked for is a copy of Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix by J.K. Rowling, because I currently have the adult cover and I don't have the same cover as the others. Now, I don't have any problem with having different covers of books. I mean, some of them I have are hardcover and some are paperback, but I don't, the adult paperback is really like difficult to read because it's so like, it's shorter than the others, and I feel like if it was longer it'd be easier. So that's what I've asked for. That's the only book I've asked for, I think. Other than that, I've also actually asked for An Anatomy of a Scandal by, honestly no idea. I'll put the picture up here. I can't honestly remember, but I keep pointing out to my dad. I'm like, that's what I want. But if he doesn't get it for me, I'm not honestly bothered. I think it's just a book that I would really like to read. So yeah, that's what I've put down. And if we're talking about a bookish item, I always ask, again, not bothered if I don't get it, but I always ask for another Funko Pop for Christmas or my birthday. It tends to be the next one in the series for me. So I have Harry, as you can probably see behind me, I have Harry, Ron, Hermione and Dumbledore, and I believe the next one, number 5 in the collection, is probably, I think it's Professor Snape. So that's the one I'm asking for this year because I like to collect them in order. Is that a bit weird? I don't know. Yeah, I think it's Snape. Question number 3 is a fictional character that you think would make a perfect Christmas elf, and I always have to say, again, not Harry Potter, not going to go with Dobby like I would. So instead I'm going to go with Legolas from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Obviously he's already an elf, so he's like halfway there, and I just think that, I don't know, I think he's always very protective and wants to kind of do the right thing, so I feel like he'd make a great Christmas elf, and I love the Lord of the Rings, so I'd love that too. Question number 4 is match a book to its perfect Christmas song. And for this one I'm going to talk about one of the most classic Christmas songs, and that is Driving Home for Christmas. And this song I've decided to pair up with Amy and Roger's Epic Detour, because obviously they go on a road trip and they're driving home. Well, Amy is kind of driving home, and it's kind of about what they get up to on the way home. So yeah, I think that's a perfect song and a perfect book. And also in this book there is a lot of playlists of the music that they listen to in the car on the way there, so they could be listening to Driving Home for Christmas, though I'm pretty sure it's set in summer. But anyway, the point is there. Question number 5 is Bar Humbug, a book or fictional character you've been disappointed in and should be put on the naughty list. And for that one I'm going to go with a book which was Monster Island by David Wellington. I read this as part of my Stand Up to the TBR series, which I'll link the playlist down below for that so you can go and check it out, earlier on in the year, and I just didn't like it at all. I think it is a typical zombie novel, that's meant to be what it is, but they've tried to do something different, and I have said before that zombie novels tend to be quite one-dimensional. They tend to be the same no matter which one you read, and so I did like the fact that it was trying to be different. Unfortunately for me, it went into kind of religion and like, I don't even know how to explain it to you. Honestly, it was weird and I really didn't enjoy the elements that they added to it. So I would have much preferred had it have just stayed as a zombie novel. So yeah, for me this one definitely needs to be on the naughty list. And for the character that has disappointed me, I actually can't even remember the name of this character, which is terrible, but it's the main character in the book #Fashion Victim by Amina Akhtar, which I read this year and really didn't like. I think the main character in it is kind of, the way that the book was described is meant to be American Psycho meets The Devil Wears Prada, and it basically follows a girl who works at a fashion house, and it's about, she's like a psychopathic murderer and she just is killing everyone and nobody knows that that's her that's doing it. And I don't know, the way it was written, I just didn't like the character at all. I really, really hated her, and she definitely should be on the naughty list for killing people, because that's not good. Question number 6 is a book or a character who you think deserves more love and appreciation and should be added to the nice list. So for the book, I'm going to talk about The Things We Keep by Sally Hepworth. Again, I read this for the Stand Up to the TBR this year, and again, it's another amazing book. It basically follows a woman who has gone to work at a like a care home as a cook, because basically her husband was defrauding his business basically, and he has actually killed himself previous to the book, and so she is starting a new life with her young daughter named Clementine, one of my favourite baby names ever, and she basically decides to start again at this care home, and she there meets Anna, who is a 40-something-year-old woman who has early onset dementia, who has struck up a bit of a friendship with Luke, who is a man with early onset dementia, and they have a bit of a relationship, and it's kind of being forbidden by their families, and it's kind of about that. And the way it was written was really interesting. I loved the way they talked about dementia without making it kind of seem too scary, because again, as I mentioned previously, my great nan actually passed away last December, just before Christmas, which was really, really difficult, and I feel like it helped me understand dementia a bit more. It didn't break me, because I thought it would, because it's about dementia, but obviously it's early onset, so it was very different. But for me, this book deserves more praise. I haven't heard anybody else talking about it, and I feel like more people should read it, because I think it is an important read. And the character that I want to talk about that I believe should be on the nice list is Laszlo Strange from the amazing book Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, which is one of my favourite books of the year. Laszlo is a dreamer, strangely enough, made a pun without even realising it. But Laszlo basically has dreamed all his life about this particular world or this particular place, and then one day he ends up getting taken there as part of a group who are trying to basically help them survive through something. I'm being very vague, I don't really want to go into it too much. It's amazing, honestly, and I love the relationships in this. I love the book in general. I need to read The Muse of Nightmares, the second one. I know that's out now, so I need to get to that. But yeah, Strange the Dreamer, definitely a great one, and Laszlo Strange should be on the nice list. And for me, I'm going to have to pick The Golden Compass by Philip Pullman. I still haven't read this book, but it's the first book in His Darkest Materials series. I will put the picture up here because I don't actually own it either. But I love the polar bear. A little known fact, when I was younger, I had a bit of an obsession about polar bears. Like, I literally had polar bear ornaments, polar bear blankets, polar bear teddy bears, everything was polar bears. So for me, this is an amazing cover, and it just makes me think of Christmas. And question number 8 is a book that you love so much that you wish everybody could find it under their Christmas tree this year so they can all read it and love it too. And I've read so many amazing books this year. There will be a top 10 books of 2018 coming up, so look forward to that. But the one I wanted to talk about specifically today is Beautiful by Katie Piper. Now, this is a non-fiction book about Katie Piper who was a model and TV presenter until her boyfriend of a couple of weeks decided that because she didn't want to be with him anymore because he was very controlling, that he was going to sexually assault and beat her in a hotel room, and then 2 days later he paid somebody to throw acid in her face, and she has been heavily scarred and has had to go through many operations since then. Now I know that's not exactly a Christmassy book, but for me I feel like this book has so much deeper meaning. Katie is an incredible woman. She has done so much. She actually runs a charity that helps people who suffer from burns, and she was on Strictly this year, and honestly I think she's just an incredible woman. I really do. I think that she embodies what a brave, strong woman is, and to me I just think that that couldn't be better, and I'd love to spread that around and pass that on to everybody else. So for me, that is the book that I think that everybody should get under their Christmas tree this year. So that is it. That is the answers to my Festive Christmas Book Tag. Again, I hope that you're having a wonderful Christmas. I'm not going to tag anyone in this because obviously this is going up on Christmas Day, and I don't think that that's very nice to get people to film and edit and everything by the end of the day. So yes, maybe you'll all do it next year, and yeah, I love this. This tag has been out since like 2014 or 2015, so I feel like tags don't get old, to be honest with you. So yeah, I hope that you've liked this video, and I hope you've enjoyed Vlogmas. I've had an amazing time. It's been very intense making a video every single day of the month, but I've loved it. And don't forget that for the next 5 days there will be a Harry Potter chapter going up every day to finish the book, and then on the 31st there will be my January TBR, and then we'll be starting off my 3 videos a week, which I'm going to be starting in January. So I hope that you've enjoyed, guys. Let me know down in the comments below which your favourite Vlogmas video has been. I would love to know. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And thank you so much for your support. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish